Atlanta always thought the mess stayed in the clubs and reality TV reunions. But this time, the chaos stormed straight into the courthouse, and what went down was uglier than anyone ever imagined. In a shocking twist, Mama D's, Lil Scrappy's own mother stormed into court and unleashed pure fire on Bambi, turning the room into a war zone. Witnesses said her voice shook the walls, her words cut like knives. And even the judge struggled to keep control as accusations flew like bullets. But here's the bombshell. All of this wasn't random, it was triggered by Stevie J's secret tapes. Tapes so explosive that whispers claimed they could destroy reputations, marriages, and entire careers. Phones lit up, social media exploded, and fans couldn't believe what they were hearing. What exactly was on those tapes? And why did Mama D pick this exact moment to go off? Courtrooms are supposed to be rigid places where silence reigns. But in Atlanta, when reality stars step inside, rules collapse. The moment Mama D and Bambi faced off in front of a judge proved one thing. The love and hip-hop Atlanta drama doesn't stop when cameras cut. It follows them everywhere, even into the halls of justice. From the start, the scene was tense. Rows of spectators filled the room. Reporters packed the back, whispering that something massive was about to erupt. This wasn't just a routine hearing. The air itself felt dangerous, heavy, charged, and at the center of it all sat Mama D, impossible to ignore. Dressed in a bold suit, eyes razor sharp, posture regal, she wasn't here to spectate. She was here to strike. Across the aisle, Bambi shifted uneasily. On the outside, she tried to look calm, but her eyes betrayed her. She knew something was coming, she just didn't know how brutal it would be. For months, whispers about her marriage, her fights with Scrappy, and now these mysterious Stevie J tapes had been following her like shadows. And tonight, the shadows were ready to swallow her whole. The judge entered, gaveling the room into order, but respect for that gavel lasted seconds. The moment Bambi's lawyer tried to paint her as unfairly targeted by the media, Mama D scoffed loud enough for everyone to hear. Heads turned, eyes widened, and the judge glared at her for silence. She didn't care. She was locked in on Bambi, like a predator circling prey. Then it happened, the spark that lit the entire courtroom on fire. Mama D's voice cracked through the silence, thick with fury. You want to talk about unfair? What's unfair is the lies you've been hiding. What's unfair is the secrets. What's unfair is them damn tapes. Gasps shot through the crowd. Bambi's head snapped, eyes wide, fury rising. The judge banged his gavel, but the explosion was already underway. Phones flew up. People whispered furiously. She said tapes, she means Stevie J. What's on them tapes? Bambi's lawyer shouted objections, but Mama D wasn't finished. She leaned forward, pointing directly at Bambi, her voice trembling but deadly. You think you slick, acting like the victim. You think Scrappy don't know? Stevie J's tapes don't lie. Bambi, they don't lie. The words detonated like a bomb. Bambi's composure cracked. She slammed her hands on the table, halfway rising out of her seat, yelling, "Don't you dare bring Stevie J into this. You don't know what you're talking about." The courtroom erupted. The gavel pounded again and again, but the chaos drowned it out. Shouts flew across the room. Reporters scribbled notes, and Twitter updates exploded. Scrappy's mom just went OFF on Bambi in open court. Mentioned Stevie J tapes. It's a war zone in here. The bailiff moved in, ready in case fists flew. Bambi's lawyer tugged her sleeve, begging her to sit, but she shook him off, screaming louder. This is a setup. Ain't nobody care about no fake tapes. But the denial only fueled Mama D's fire. Rising to her feet again, she cut through the chaos like a blade. Oh, baby girl. Ain't nothing fake about it. Them tapes real, and you know damn well what's on them. Lie to this judge, lie to these people, but you can't hide forever. The room froze, then erupted again. For a moment it didn't even feel like a courtroom, it felt like a Love and Hip Hop reunion episode gone nuclear. The judge threatened to clear the room. Bambi sat hard, chest heaving, eyes blazing. Mama D eased back into her chair, smirk curling at her lips like she'd already won. And then came the twist that shook everyone. Outside the courtroom walls, fans on social media exploded. Within minutes, whispers turned to proof. A grainy 15-second audio clip leaked online. It was muffled, distorted, but fans swore they heard Stevie J's laugh, followed by a woman's voice that sounded exactly like Bambi. The hashtags flooded instantly. Hashtag Stevie J tapes. Hashtag Bambi exposed. Hashtag Mama DWN toff. Blogs reposted. Captions screamed. Alleged audio from Stevie J's secret tapes drops right after ATL courtroom chaos. Do y'all hear what we hear? The world wasn't waiting for facts. The world had already decided Bambi was guilty. And as the gavel slammed again for recess, the internet was already one step ahead, demanding more. The recess was supposed to calm the storm, but instead it blew the doors wide open. By the time the judge stepped away for 30 minutes, the courtroom wasn't the only place buzzing. Out in the hallways, people huddled with phones out, whispering and posting nonsense. The phrase Stevie J's secret tapes had already escaped the courthouse, ricocheting through Atlanta like wildfire. Reporters sprinted to the steps, live streaming to thousands of followers. "Y'all, this bigger than we thought. Mama D just dragged Bambi into the tapes. She said names. This ain't gossip anymore, this is war." And then it happened. The first anonymous leak hit Twitter, a muffled audio clip, shaky, distorted, but fans swore it was real. Stevie J's unmistakable laugh, followed by a woman's voice everyone swore was Bambi. The clip was only seconds long, but it was enough to set the internet on fire. "That's her voice. I know it anywhere. Nah, could be fake. Don't fall for it yet." Still, hashtags lit up the timeline. Hashtag Stevie J TAPES, hashtag Bambi exposed, hashtag Mama DWAS right. But within an hour, the Shade Room reposted the clip with the caption, "Alleged audio surfaces from Stevie J's secret tapes after courtroom chaos. Do y'all hear what we hear? Hollywood Unlocked," piled on. Insiders warning. This is just the beginning. More clips dropping soon. Back in the courtroom, Bambi's lawyer whispered the news to her. He held up his phone, showing her the clip as her face drained pale. Her lips moved fast, denying, protesting. But the whispers from the gallery told her everything. The world wasn't waiting for proof. The world already believed. Meanwhile, Scrappy sat slouched in his chair, rubbing his forehead, eyes down, avoiding cameras. His silence became its own headline. "Scrappy ain't saying nothing. Guilt eating him alive." Fans flooded his socials with demands. "Speak on it, Scrap, where you at? Your mama dragging your wife. Stevie got tapes. And you quiet?" And then, like gasoline on a fire, Stevie J himself decided to play games. He posted a cryptic Instagram story, a black screen with 3 words in bold white text, "Keep watching." The internet erupted. Not Stevie teasing us now. Oh no, he got receipts. If he was holding the tapes, Atlanta was about to burn. By late afternoon, another leak surfaced, this time clearer. A man's voice again sounding like Stevie J saying, "Don't let Scrappy find out." That one line sent shockwaves across the internet. No context, no details, but the implication was enough. If Stevie himself was warning someone not to let Scrappy find out, then whatever was on those recordings wasn't just messy, it was dangerous on inside. Mama D leaned back in her chair, arms folded, smirk never fading. She didn't need to say another word. The leaks were saying it for her. Every headline, every repost painted her as the one who'd spoken the truth first. But Bambi couldn't sit still. She whispered furiously to her lawyer, shaking her head, nails tapping against the table, voice trembling, "That's not me. That's not me." Yet the louder she denied, the more brutal the comments became online. If it ain't her, why's she screaming like that in court? This giving guilty vibes. Bambi cooked. Then came the third leak, a female voice saying, "He don't gotta know." One short sentence, but it broke the internet. Who wasn't supposed to know? Scrappy, Mama D, or someone else entirely? Fans didn't wait for answers, they declared their own verdict. To them, Bambi was exposed. The judge banged his gavel, dragging everyone back to order. But it was useless. No one was paying attention to legal motions anymore. This wasn't about the case, it was about the tapes. The trial had transformed into a reality show no producer could have scripted. And just when people thought it couldn't get worse, insiders began whispering about the other tapes, the ones nobody had seen yet. According to leaks, Stevie J wasn't just holding audio, he had video, full recordings locked away like nuclear weapons. One allegedly showed Bambi on a private late-night call with another love and hip-hop star. Another supposedly caught Rashida and Kirk in a screaming match where Scrappy's name came up. And the darkest rumor, that Scrappy himself was on a recording, saying things that would betray both his wife and his mother. The internet couldn't handle it. Memes flew. TikTok edits hit millions of views. Blogs ran 24/7's coverage. Even Atlanta streets buzzed, club promoters whispering about banning certain stars until the mess settled. Stylists leaking their own takes. It was spiraling beyond control. Mama D fanned the flames further. She posted a selfie with a crown emoji and the caption, "I said what I said, hashtag truth hurts." Fans crowned her MVP of the scandal. But then she went live, pacing her living room, voice filled with fury. That girl been playing games with my son's name, with my family's legacy, and I refuse to sit quiet. Stevie J can drop all the tapes he want, but when I come with mine, ain't nobody walking away clean. The live cut out mid-sentence, mid-shout, leaving viewers stunned, but by then, the damage was done. Now, it wasn't just Stevie J threatening with tapes, Mama D hinted she had her own. And in the middle of it all, sat Scrappy silent, sweating, watching his family, his marriage, and his own name unravel in front of the world. Because this wasn't just drama anymore, this was war. And the next leak, it wasn't going to end careers. It was going to burn Atlanta to the ground. Burn Atlanta to the ground.